All right, Winter, let me ask you this, right? You're coaching a new carry player, okay?
I'm not coaching a new
You're
carry
coaching a
player.
new carry player.
I'm coaching a support player now.
You take a look at their sticker that they have on their carry player, right? Let's say he has a sticker. He's been a TI before. He's a TI player. Would you rather that he have his own sticker on his best hero, or would you rather he have Yatoro sticker on his best hero? What inspires more confidence for you?
This guy totally knows what. This guy totally knows what he's doing.
If he tells me, Coach, I'm an empty glass, please fill my glass with knowledge, that would inspire me.
If he says, just tell me what to do, I'll carry the game.
Yes.
Very well. Little pause.
Okay, how about you? How about you? Do you want to see Yatoro's picture there?
No, I want to see my carry player's picture there, of course. That to me is like, hell yeah, dude. He believes he's the best. That's what I need.
Playing onto his ego again, yeah?
Yeah, of course. I can't have him be like, oh no, I'm going to lose this game. No, no, no. No, no, no. You're going to carry me. I'm going to pull this wave. I'm stacking the camps for you. Have the tango. It's okay. Don't worry. You died, but space created. And then you're going to come back and carry us later. That's why I want his sticker. Yatoro's not going to help. He's not on my team.
Yeah, what if he tells you you're too heavy?
Ah, well, you know. Time to retire, I guess.
And you tell him, come on, you have to take care of your teammates' feelings. You can't talk to your teammates like that.
Look at you.
You realize how many times I have to have this conversation with the players. Even though you think that, please do not say it out. If you have nothing nice to say, zip.
Yeah, fair.
If you have something nice to say, you can talk to your teammate. If you have nothing nice to say, talk to me. It works most of the time.
I believe it.
Most.
No, I believe it. That's probably one of the biggest jobs is kind of handling a lot of the emotions, right? Because it can be tough. Esports players, you're always constantly playing the game, having to deal with the lovely pubs, you know. It can definitely be tough. I believe it.
Can you give me some advice? Any more additional methods to dealing with stuff like this? Should I just get them?
For players?
Get them. Yeah, for the players.
It's tough, right? Because I feel like as soon as you're like really in professional Dota, you're on the grind, right? You're playing what 6 pubs a day minimum, right?
6
minimum. Plus scrims or anything like that, right? 6 pubs a day if you're not playing any officials. I don't know. Plus a scrim or 2. That sounds reasonable.
Are you like a part-time pro player?
Dude, again, I don't know. No, my point is, you're playing a lot of Dota. You're spending a lot of time down in the trenches, in the C server.
Knows what he's doing.
You gotta know what that like, what kind of
doing.
communication you get to respect you, and you have to understand that, right? That's where we all come from as Dota players. But once you cross that line into professionalism, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? You can be you in pubs, and that's fine because that's the way you get people to kind of agree and respect you, you know, and that's the way it just is. But when you're in a different environment and working around the same people every day, you need to have that understanding that, you know, you have to be able to trust what they say, right? In the heat of the moment, in a big old Roche fight, you know, 40, 45, 50 minutes into the game, when it's coming down to it and you have to go for that Roche play and they say, go in, blink in, I got you, you can't have them questioning you at that moment. Yeah, they have to have complete trust. You got to know they'll have your back, right? That's why you can't talk to your teammates that way, Winter. I see the way you talk to Mushi, okay? How is that? How's that? Did I pass the interview?
Oh my god, you did more than pass. You aced it.
It goes both ways, you know? It's just easier when you're friendly as well in your pubs, isn't it, folks? But for pro players, you know, it's a whole different thing. It's like if you've ever had a job having to deal with a bad coworker, it's the exact same thing, but just in much more high-pressure scenarios, in something that you end up building together. If you have to build a house of cards together with someone for 50 minutes, and then the house of cards falls over because of a bunch of different reasons, and then they come out and they're all sassy, you're not going to want to build any more cards with them. You're going to hate that person. Don't be that person. Anyway, enough hypotheticals. Runes go 2 for 2 here in game number 4 of our BO5 Grand Finals. Abed on the Ember Spirit level. Have fun as he sets up the block.
Good mannered player.
But don't you sass me from Jing. is his build going to be? Is it going to be Orb of Corrosion? Is it getting Maelstrom? This should be kind of the last builds we used to see on Ember.
Okay, Scam is getting bullied. He ran into 2 Bramble Mazes.
Well, that never feels too good. This lane is, I think, deceptively strong, Winter. I know you think that this AA is a weak laner, and generally he's true. He's no Eng, that's for sure. In fact, if you want to see the Eng, we can check out top. But, so we get another pause. We've seen over the course of these qualifiers that he's not really just the gets run over kind of a hero that it really seemed he used to be. Something's different here. Maybe it is really the strength of Ice Vortex that I'm underestimating.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Now finally you realize the power of the Ice Vortex. Yeah, but we have to be looking at this SV and Enchantress rotation soon. I think the lanes will be quite good overall for the side lanes of Blacklist. Then after that, the Ench and the SV, we could pose a lot of problems in the mid lane with the first catapult wave. That's what I will be looking at.
First catapult wave.
Don't think any of the cores will be too unhappy with the lane setup. I think everybody's going to be able to farm. The Tide, Naga lane, both cores are going to farm. Brave King and SV, obviously, both cores are going to farm too.
Gabby struggling a bit with these first waves, but not necessarily indicative of how the rest of the game is going to go from just taking a lot of damage. Wow, that blood grenade.
Dude, that was just one stun with the skeleton and blood grenade.
Yep, that was meaty. That was a lot.
Ice Vortex for the win.
Only one Bramble for Natsumi this time around. Ooh, but we'll lose the courier. A little bit of a bonus gold for his side. Nothing too extreme. Mid lane, bottle ready to go for both mid laners, so, you know, not expecting anything too crazy here. 0-2-1 build right now for Abed on the Ember Spirit into the Magic Wand first. Hasn't really shown us what is next. As Carlo top lane, Blood Grenade thrown at him, Anchor Smash, and plenty of magic damage here. They have the kill onto the Enchantress. Raven, CSing fine. CSing fine, though.
Did not expect the Eng to die.
Me neither.
Yeah. There's too much damage from the double nukes from Snapfire with the Gush. Yeah, Gush, very powerful level 1 spell.
There's the armor, you got a gap close as well with a little magic nuke and slow. Yeah, it's pretty effective here. Hawk's able to farm pretty deep as well. Okay, Gabby, top, Scam. Got another Chilly Fingers in 1 more second, but can't quite catch up. Won't be able to get this kill onto Gabby. Gabby out of regen, though. Okay, gets the Lotus from Tims. That's something. Allows him to stay in an XP range, but this lane is pretty tough. He is starting to fall a little bit behind. Or at the very least, he's got basically no impact onto how Natsumi's farming in this lane. 21 and 3.
You know what to do.
Charging him, blood grenade. Okay,
Oh.
The moment you say that, he dies.
Yeah, the moment I said it, he literally did just die. It was that fast. I looked away for a second. Gabby got a kill, and he's on about the same amount of experience. Skem pulled the wave, so he wasn't nearby to help out. Not sure what he really could have done. Change that, I guess get the return kill for sure. As Natsumi, no way, it wasn't a skeleton, was it?
Probably. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe he just wanted to die.
I guess he wanted to die,
I
but
think he wanted to die.
why to a skeleton? Because then I guess he doesn't get the XP, right?
Yeah. If you die to the neutral, you have to wait a longer time to revive.
I guess he just wants his levels. He just wants to get out of this lane. Top lane, they're on a Raven this time. He's going to be the target, letting Carlo go. Blood Grenade is going to slow their progress, though. No chance to get the kills. We do get another pause. Oh, just a short one this time. Back into...
Wrong buttons, you know? A long day, sweaty fingers.
For Geek fam, this is only their 4th game of Dota. Blacklist. What is this? They're 7?
Oh yeah, that is right. That's alright.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, 7th game.
It's a lot of Dota for them. But worth it in the end. How are these lanes?
Still not much going on. Just some laning Like everyone trying to just get the best out of the lanes and start moving when it comes to the first power runes.
We're getting there. Big stacks operating here. Hold on mid, Abed. Just doing solid harass here on the Mac. 0-3-1 build. It is Orb of Corrosion. So maybe still very similar here on the Ember builds as when we last used to see him. About to get his remnants online, and we'll start to maybe see the change here, the nerfs that he saw. But none of the supports really making any rotations. Like,
Top lane.
oh yeah, there goes
is
Scam
here.
right on cue. I thought I heard the Twin Gate. See what they can find. It's with the catapult wave as well. Ward behind the tower does let them know where Carlo's hiding. What kind of jump they can make. They've left Gabby alone, so you're gonna have to make a play for it now, and it's gonna be a pretty easy kill here on the Raiden. Cold Feet got the kill there. Back down bottom though, another death here onto Natsumi. Just to charge in. Also frees up the supports to try and contest for the runes. Root does spawn top lane. Abed does not get the Syrian chains he was looking for there. Has the point at level 6, but will be able to claim the first rune. It's a haste rune. Not a bad one at all. He's gonna hold on to it for now. I thought maybe he would just immediately rotate to this top lane. Check out the vision that Geek Fam has here, by the way. A ward behind the tower, a ward on the Twin Gate. That's severe.
Yeah, they want to keep tabs on what the Naga is doing whenever she leaves the jungle. I mean, it's difficult for her to farm the lane against the Tide, so eventually you're gonna have to go jungle.
True. Abed mid. Activates the haste rune. Oh no, Mac, he just missed the coil. I think Abed's basically guaranteed to get this kill here, and will. Not a problem for him. 3 heroes top lane again versus Raven, who's all alone. Kind of under leveled
And the
here.
catapult is still alive in the mid lane, and Chakras is considering making a move over here. His tower's gonna take some damage.
Shrine, Twin Gate action now. Someone's TP'd away. Cox also has this perseverance. From behind comes Carlo. Should be an easy kill now onto Cox. Has the Meteor Hammer. Really making them work for it. They want to give the kill to Raven. And Tim says, no, no, I don't think so. I got it. I had it. Don't worry. Kraken Shell a bit too difficult to get through. Abed having a pretty nice start though. 8-minute runes spawning shortly. He's the richest hero in the game, just beneath Natsumi, or just ahead of Natsumi. Raven and Cox head for head, as is Gabby, and it's Mac bringing up the rear here. Not too far behind, but 600 below Abed. See now as Abed does rotate towards the top lane. See what they can find. Cox does have a Ravage and the Meteor Hammer. Caution advised
Gabby's
to him.
here.
Gabby charging on in. Cox not letting the Ravage go quite yet. It's not going to be able to do so before Jing dies. Probably not going to use it here either, as the Nether Strike will find him underneath his own tier 1 tower. He will go down. Abed's immediately back to mid lane, where he gets the Syrian Chains onto Mac, and is not going to be able to do too much more. Mac picking up the Meteor, and holy moly, I forgot how much this hero hurts with the Syrian Chain. Sorry, Sleight of Fist and that Orb of Corrosion.
Definitely packs a punch, especially if you're a low armor hero like Puck.
Really?
I mean, back in the day, people would just get a chain, as Puck early, against Ember Spirit. If you remember, when there was a time where Puck, you were rushing the Witchblade early,
Right?
so you would just get the chainmail to lane against Ember Spirit.
Well, we'll see if Mac wants to do that now. He's going for that Witchblade. Usually you,
Now it's too late already. Laning phase is already over.
usually you
It's
see
whatever
the Blitz Knuckles. This is also lingering mid. He's also already up to level 6. Level 5 here, and a fresh level 5 at that for Jing. Ancient Apparition nearly at level 6. If he gets a little bit more time with the creep wave, he might be able to find something. Sims has a sentry here, so Mac's not going to be able to sneak up with this Invis rune, and maybe he knows, so he's going to go ahead and just sip on the bottom again.
Dire's top tower is under
Syrian
attack.
Chains thrown there. Connection now from Carlo, who brings the creep to tank this tower. Scam is going to go down to the Bedlam. Sims just continuing. He's 4-0-2 right now on this Willow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, this is not looking good right now for Geek Fam. Spirit Breaker is also just getting all the farm and levels that he can. He's not like the richest core at the moment,
No.
but for SB, you're pretty happy with your position
He's
now.
got his experience, right? He's got max
Radiant's middle tower is
bash,
under attack.
so all things considered, he's doing just fine. As Shield Druid's gonna go to the bottle of Mac. Mac's rooted down. They have a charge after him, so they have the vision. Does avoid the Curse Crown stun, but in comes Gabby. A nice coil connects onto 3. If only they had the kisses. Ravage is going to be a nice follow-up here onto 2 with the Meteor Hammer. That's a pretty nice bounty onto Tim's into Cox's pocket. 360 gold. Well worth the price of the Ravage.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Natsumi, he's happily farming away,
True.
trying to get his Radiance again. Should be a Radiance this time. I'll be surprised if he goes for the Desolator this game.
Yeah, it tends to be the solution you see versus these Naga Sirens, right? And speaking of that Naga Siren, let's just take a quick peek on her, because she got out of the lane just fine. Obviously, she lost her tower versus the Tide. Not much you can really do about that. But with the Yasha now making very good progress towards this Mantis style, should be not too much time
Radiant's
before
middle
she is
tower
really
is
starting to
under
spam
attack.
these illusions all over the lanes.
And the mid tower is going to go down with the second catapult, and she's here to secure it with the creep.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Hero
attack.
down here, it's not Sumi. Dashed into his death now, but the kisses with the terrorize. Unfortunately, without anything to stop those kisses, Gabby is eventually going to die. Nice Ice Vortex on top to amp the damage. Still, that's the reincarnation from Natsumi. He's going to be able to clear the cart, so no immediate threat to this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is
How's
under
the team
attack.
fight, though, from Blacklist? It's not really much to write home about compared to Ice Blast, Coil, Ravage, Kisses.
Yeah, you're right. Their lineup is going to have to play around the map, trying to go for pickoffs. You have an Ember, you have an SB. They're going to be splitting up. They're going to be shuffling waves, cutting waves. And you also have a Naga, you know. So the game is going to get very, very hard when they get all the items and levels up. Waves are going to be constantly pushed out for Geek Fam. So they have to be very careful dealing with it.
Action rune here for Abed, immediately put to use as they will just find and kill both supports. Here's that ward paying off. Placed by Abed as well. Mid tower's
Radiant's
down.
top
Still has a
tower
good
is
amount
under
of this
attack.
DD rune left, but I don't know if he'll really be able to catch another hero with it. He's probably pretty happy already with those 2 kills, as he is going to be going for the Maelstrom. So very comfortable Ember build. Back in the day when he was really commonly picked, you would know Ember was having a really good time if he got to go for both the Orb and the Maelstrom. I feel like they used to have to choose. Not the case here.
Radiant's bottom tower is
BKB
under
queued
attack.
up. Alright, it's still pretty much same old Ember. Wasn't sure if he was buying like Disperser or whatever.
Nah, I mean, the builds have to be roughly the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, I mean obviously, but you never know. Everyone's going for arcane flips
Radiant's
these days. The
bottom
times,
tower has
they
fallen.
sometimes do change.
I mean, right now for Blacklist, it's all about like posturing aggressively with the
Radiant's
supports.
scanning.
Since you have SB and Ember as your 2 cores, so they can always
Dyer's
connect in
middle
a moment's
tower is
notice,
under
and you have to try to abuse that, shove out the waves, play in a very deep position to split them up. You don't want Geek Fam to be grouping up easily with their 5 heroes.
Is under attack.
You want to force them to show in one lane and make a play in another lane, split them up.
Right. Well, doing so pretty effectively. All the lanes are starting to really shove out. Top lane was the only one Geek Fam had in their favor, and Raven was not about to farm foolishly and get himself killed. Pretty deep ward here that Tim's is happening to walk past. He's got no reason to believe it's warded yet, and he's going to assume there's one here on the cliff instead. No such luck. It's even deeper than he thinks. Mid. Harlow from behind. I don't think he's really catching a puck here. You want to know a
I
really...
mean, he's doing the right thing though. He's posturing
Of course,
aggressively,
of
even
course.
though he can't kill the puck.
You want to know the dumbest build I used to do, Winter, back in the day? I would build a...
Do I have a
No,
choice?
I would build...
Okay.
I would play Vengeful Spirit, and I would swap, but I would also build a Helm of the Dom, and I would always grab the Centaur creep, and I would swap...
That is not dumb. People actually do that.
pretty funny, I'll tell you. When it works, it was hilarious. I've caught pucks that way, if you'd believe it. They just never expect themselves to get stunned on the follow-up.
Now you're done with yours, I'm going to tell you mine.
Yeah.
So we actually had a strategy involving Venge and Conquer.
Okay, swapping.
both as support. So you would X mark the bench and swap somebody in, and you pull back the bench.
Ah, that is pretty clever. Ah.
Only useful for high ground, and in the
Right.
early game, we are just running around with stun into torrent to gank.
Stun into turret's not bad on your supports.
Yeah, it used to be very strong at level 1.
I feel like if all those items that Kunkka needs now weren't, 10,000 golds, that might be a viable strategy these days with how strong Torrent Storm is, but of course then it wouldn't be as strong if it was that cheap. That's cool. I've seen, what have I seen? I've seen some, like, shenanigans with that before, for sure, on these, like, global spells or these repositioning. Cox. He's got a lot of heroes, actually. All 5, to be specific, closing in on him. As the Dispels, has a level 1 Ravage from Ice Blast now coming in to support him, which is not going to connect onto anything, unfortunately. Carlos here, Cox channeling the Meteor Hammer. That will catch Carlo. Song is out from Raven. So this is the Terrorize. Skem still has that kill onto Carlo, though, because of the, get this, Winter, Ice Vortex.
Yeah, sure, it did a lot of damage.
Dire's bottom tower is
It
under
did,
attack.
actually.
Alright, so they managed to successfully poke the 5 heroes out. So the moment they see 5 heroes, they lose only a support they are backing off. I think this is a very, very good play from Blacklist. And Geek fam, they have to go back, you have to run around your map, deal with the lanes again. But once more, they have very, very good vision across the middle section of the area. I think they've always consistently done this. They prioritize putting wards in the middle lane. Most of the teams
Dire's middle
prioritize
tower
putting
is
wards in
under
the side.
attack. Dire are scanning.
I like the rune one a lot. I think you should always have a ward in the rune to see what rune you can get.
Right? Especially now that they're all resetting, so all the runes can
Dire's
spawn in
middle tower
fresh.
has fallen.
You should want to calculate if it's worth it to spend your time to go for the rune.
Tim's in trouble here. Yeah, nice job. Mac waiting in fog to make sure that they can actually connect on the Ice Blast and is going to be rewarded with the kill. That was really clean. That'll let him know there's a ward here, but it's a well worth kill.
Yeah, but you're not killing the SB.
No.
He's always on the back of your mind, oh, there's SB, Midas, Octarine.
Radiant's top tower
Oh no,
is
he's
under
getting
attack.
big. He's gonna solo carry the game, and you're gonna get forced into very bad situations very soon, because you feel the need to push the limits of the game, because you don't want SB to get to the stage where he's just gonna solo carry the game. It's coming soon. I think with the dagger, they're gonna have to force the issue on the Wraith King. Once you have Radiance and Dagger, you have to press
Press something. Flip
forward.
with pressure.
You have to press
Radiant's
your
top tower
buttons,
is
you have to
under
press
attack.
forward, whatever, you have to go and do something.
Midas being queued up by the Dark Willow in case they don't want to press buttons and do nothing. Abed's still farming up.
That's a
Maelstrom.
good time to buy a Midas
Yeah.
on the support now.
I think he's the only support going for one that I can see. Midas on the Wraith King, of course. Blink Dagger and
Radiant
700
are
gold.
scanning.
Mac has his own Blink Dagger and just found a regen rune in the river. That's not bad. He's going to use it to farm pretty aggressively, but has the rest of his team in the mid lane. And it's Naga Siren who has now finished the Orchid. But first big item for Gabby that you called out, Octarine Core. That'll blade next. No
Oh, that's
way.
Orchid. He's
No way. The Orchid actually caught him. All right, well, what can they get in return? The smoke is not going to be as good as Geek Fam are really hoping for. I mean, they know because they've just seen the Naga. Ember's mid, doing a little bit of the mental math. They know that it's just maybe an inch up here, and they'd be right about that. So this smoke is not going to feel that great. Maybe they can bait a fight, though. Carlo getting a bit aggressive. There's a ward here, and now the smoke breaks. They don't want to have to really deal with Cox and his Ravage, which, by the way, he's keeping at level 1.
He has a use, by the way, also for the SB, so Gabby has to be careful.
Big charge in. He's found the AA. Raven from behind has a Song of the Siren here. Ravage comes out. Plenty of damage. The AA already dead. Terrorize is going to only find one here, actually, as Cox spells it immediately, trying to do his damage, but he's going to go down. My goodness, Carlo with 3 kills in this fight already. Abed in as well, fighting mano a mano with Natsumi. Raven's going to end up helping him now. Carlo really wants the ultra kill. And actually, he's going to have to settle with no further kills here. Natsumi should be a bit too speedy, a bit too tanky.
Yeah, that was a huge fight for Blacklist. Right now, Geek Fam, they already used all their, not all, but the Ravage. So they are going to be down an important ability in the team fights. So now is your time to take the map. Naga still has Song. I mean, I think SB did the right thing there, charging in. Like, he had to go in, create some sort of disruption, tank some spells, and yeah, I mean, Enchantress did the rest after that.
She did a lot of the damage there, that's for sure. Didn't get through that reincarnation either, but you're saying it's still a really big fight. They defend the tier 2 tower. They get Abed even closer to that BKB now. And the Force Staff is well on its way for this Hurricane Pike of Carlos, so he is going to continue to scale. Even if he didn't get the Hand of Midas, he just farms pretty well.
Invisibility.
See Gabby into the Shadow Blade next. Shouldn't be really too much longer. There's another smoke play coming though. We'll see what they find. They have the ward here, so they know that there is a Spirit Breaker, and they're willing to commit 3 ultis for him to guarantee the kill.
Yeah, it's not too bad for the SB. If you have to tank so many spells, now your teammates are gonna get the space. Naga's gonna be feeling very, very free. Puck still doesn't have a use, so maybe Raven can find him here. He's trying to send some illusions elsewhere, and he's coming in with his real hero on the back.
Dire's middle
Here's a
tower
sneaky
is under
move.
attack.
Oh, little illusory orb there, a little jump, but he has blink. Pretty fast. No Ravage though, no kisses, no AA ulti. Not a lot to be afraid of here for Blacklist, other than the fear of fear itself and the fear of overextend. So they won't chase any further. There's also still a ward here. I'm surprised they don't know. Okay, Tibbs does know. He's just maybe trying to bait a bit.
I mean, Natsumi has been still quietly farming after his blink. I thought he would actually be more willing to fight after the blink, but he still wants to farm. He was queuing BKB before, now he's queuing AC. I don't know, I feel like he needs to come out and fight. The longer he waits, the game is not going to be easier. The more items the SV gets very annoying. I mean, it's going to get to a point where no matter how many items you have on this rating, you can't do much in the fights. You're just constantly controlled.
Come on, sprites.
Okay, he's smoking now. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, joining the fights. Down bottom, it's just Tims who leaves a sentry and an obs in his wake. Tormentor taken. Tims with the upgraded shard. Now it's a really good one. I like the shard so much versus Wraith King and other cores who don't build the spells, but Wraith King usually maybe builds one at most. That shard's so annoying for him, especially when you get your Bramble talents. He hates playing into you. It is so much fun. Gotta love the Ench creep just being annoying. That's funny. Shield rune for Abed. That'll be bottled up. See, oh no, he's just gonna use it right away. Actually, I love this new shield UI. It's so good.
Radiant's top tower
But you're
is
starting
under
to see
attack.
like how
Dire's
Blacklist is going to be able to use their heroes to play the map, and Geek has to group up and huddle as 5, and slowly they're going to build a network lead. All the
Radiant's
waves
top
are going to
tower
go
is under
down.
attack.
I think one of their heroes should just go bot. Like maybe Amber should do it, or Naga should send some illusions to cut the bot wave. I think maybe with the Twin Gates, somebody has to go there. Take the whole map. They just need to take the whole map. Don't even need to defend the tower. Just cut all the waves. Once you get to the point where the SB has his Shadow Blade and BKB, plus the level 20 talent, I think the game is just going to be over once they get to that point. The team fights are going to be close to impossible. And for Geek Fam, luckily for them, they still have probably around 5 minutes before that happens. 5-10 minutes. They need to use this timing to ideally get Roshan and try to force high ground with this Aegis.
Right, right. The fights aren't easy though, right? Like something you didn't mention is still
Yeah,
the ability to disengage. I mean, you have very mobile heroes here and a song on top, right?
They don't have a choice, Richie.
No, they don't. They gotta get it done. One fight at a time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Their heroes are not going to get any stronger. I think AC is the strongest power spike for the lineup. After that, no matter what else they get, I don't think it increases their strength by a huge
Radiant's
margin.
top tower is under attack.
The
Dire's
axe on the
bottom
tide is
tower
kind of
under
useful
attack.
to clear out the illusions, but outside that, it
Dire's
doesn't
bottom
really
tower
do too
has
much.
fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Orchid and now Heart for Raven, so his illusions are a little bit more difficult to deal with. They've got pretty good AoE though, honestly, so not the biggest concern for Geek fam.
Who are we going to
You know, it's just
kill today?
bringing it up because it's another milestone
Radiant's
here,
top
notch
tower
in the
is under
belt
attack.
for this Naga Siren. As we see a smoke mid lane, Abed feeling pretty confident now with his fresh BKB. There's Roshan going on though, pretty fast. Let's see if they want to keep going. They're actually not gonna really force the issue. Aditi has spawned in the river top. Who's gonna scout it? Gabby is. Yes, please. You can always charge right into this fight. Just needs a target. Fam, they've smoked up as well, trying to find the jump on the Blacklist. Nice little wrap around here, trying to see whoever's in this area, hiding in these trees perhaps, but no one's showing in that particular moment.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
People should know something's up. I mean, Mac showing on the wave, Natsumi showing on the wave. It kind of just points to Roshan.
I feel like they just need to YOLO and do it.
Yeah,
They have to
I
just do
agree.
it.
It's going to be a hard fight
take
here
a
for
chance.
Geek fam because they're not really set up as they'd like to be with their long-range ultimates. DD Rune, I think, has already, it's going to expire. They finally have a target here with the ward on the high ground. Too late for Jing, though, but I think it's too late for this Roshan attempt as well. Abed thinking about going in, trying to snatch it. Roche is on the move. Natsumi picks up the Aegis. That was almost a clown fiesta right there. Natsumi now the fight kicking off around him. He's got the Aegis in his inventory. Not the greatest first target, but he has to deal with him eventually. Gabby caught by the coil, charging right through it, as that's going to be the first life of the Wraith King. Just 3 incarnations, still has 2 more. Cox goes down. No opportunity to use the Ravage. And Natsumi, he's getting torn apart by these illusions. That's the Aegis. In comes the AA. Didn't shoot the Ice Blast. He's TPing straight away. Might not make it in time as Jing still alive on the high ground, rooted down. Little Ice Blast catches both Gabby and Raven, but Abed's done so much work in this fight. They get through Natsumi. Abed collects the kill onto Jing. And now going to be looking for Mac, who does find that blink away, just sitting right behind these trees. They know where he is, but can't reach him in time. A hee-hee from Carlo. A little bit of all chat. And Scam is going to end up dying back.
No detection, no AoE
No
spell.
way, actually.
It's
Yeah, Amber's
just
gonna bring
not
her the last
fair.
time. He's dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They were just giving a little,
They tried.
little bit of the
They
red
tried.
around. Yep. Should have typed kill in console so he, just respawned.
I beg your
But
pardon.
you can't do that. That's a Counter-Strike reference.
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
why that's in
tower
Counter-Strike.
fallen.
Used to be in old games in case you got stuck somewhere, so you could just unstuck yourself. But shouldn't be a thing anymore. That's a Dota 1 thing. You should know about that. Didn't you guys used to get like stuck in everything?
The rune of haste.
You mean when bench buy, Patch buys the, oh no, you can't buy Blink. Somehow you get stuck by the bench swap or something.
Mac. Oh, the silence. He's got this Yule Scepter, the ensnare at the ready though, out from Raven. Another John's away. Mac breaking some ankles. They need vision. The song even committed here. Will they be able to catch him? Mac try to TP away. He's away just in time. That's unbelievable. Wow.
Yep, he just bought his team 2 minutes, 1 minute.
Space created there. Nicely done, Mac.
Yeah. Alright, AC is gonna be done. Buy out, don't save, buy back, go. It's they don't have a window.
Dire's
Window's
middle
closing.
tower is under attack.
Window is, yeah. 20 is kind of getting there here. Gabby needs like 5 or 6 more waves to charge into. That's not a lot of time. Gem of True Sight now on Abed. That'll solve your little schem problem that they just had. Top lane? He's bulldozed. I don't know about this. Cold Feet will proc, forcing the BKB. If they hit this Ice Blast, Gabby walking right into it. He will shatter and die.
Nice.
Bottom?
Alright, that's
What
gonna
is going
give them
on
some
down
hope.
here?
Bot lane.
Jing trying to run for it. Oh no, the impetus. Yeah, that's gonna be a meaty one. Cox has Ravage. He also has Gush Ags. As well as actually the Dead in the Water. Natsumi needs vision here for the stun. Won't be able to shoot it out in time because Carlo's too quick on the Hurricane Pike. Hiding behind the trees and will keep you away. Safe and sound.
Very nice. Why haven't they picked Enchantress from the get-go? They should have picked this hero. Like, he's so good with this hero.
Yeah,
He knows the ins and outs of this hero.
stretching it, playing it to the limits. It's always fun to spectate these games and not play against these kinds of players, is it? There's no fate worse than playing against a very skilled Faceless Void, Morphling, these kind of heroes that are deceptively tanky, right, in that way. So easy to kill.
Morphling.
The Morphling, these guys, he's full edge, you just go and stun him. And then somehow he Manta dodges, resets the cast animation of Doom, pushes him back. All this other garbage. Gabby immediately looking for another fight. Pops the BKB. No, this is not looking good for Scam, and he is dead. Okay, the Fear as well, catching two, pushing away the Cox Tidehunter in case he wanted to go for a Ravage. Have a root here onto Abed as he's still looking to fight a little bit more. Another charge on through. Oh, goodness, look at the damage as well from the Willow Axe. Tim's picking up that item from long range here, following up whip from the Ravage are the kisses. It's good enough nearly for the kill onto the Willow. 45 HP, 20 HP. She will live in the backline as they dive Cox to take down his, dive in his tier 2 tower rather to take him down. Gabby almost dying to the multi-shot, but has the Shadow Blade to evade death. No heroes die there for Blacklist. 13k net worth lead already at the tier 2 tower. This one is really starting to unravel quickly.
Yeah, what can you do against the SB? He didn't even have his level 20 talent yet. Like, he was just like charging left and right. Every time he charges in, he deals a bunch of damage. Stuns your Koros.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's only gonna get harder from here.
The rune of regeneration.
Won't get easier, that's for sure. Smoke play now, no Ravage, no kisses, no reincarnation.
Radiant's
No coil
middle
for
tower
15.
is under attack.
Maybe they can
Radiant's middle tower has
something
fallen.
here. Even he's got his song. They just have all the ultis again. Winter. This really, it's kind of just song and maybe terrorize here are your biggest cooldowns that are really affecting Blacklist. So long as Raven is conservative in his use with these remnants.
Radiant are scanning.
And drawn on the map here. Shopify said it again. Blacklist rivalry, pardon me. Starting to put pedal to the metal here. Gabby sure is there with the bulldoze. Finds Scam mid-charge here. That's going to give it the go-ahead for Abed, just completely ignoring Natsumi, who just dies to Carlo. Look at the damage he's pumping out. Holy! Oh,
Yep, he deserves our MVP. Yesterday, he had a bad last game.
he did.
Before he went to bed. Today, it won't be a bad last game. It'll be a sweet dream.
He's having a very good game. He's going to, perhaps at this rate, if we continue here, dream about all the tasty food here in KL. Blacklist rivalry up 2-1 here in game number 4. 18k net worth lead to their advantage, winning fights left and right. They are penning in Geek fam. Their buyback situation
Radiant's top
few and
tower
far
is under
between here,
attack.
with only Cox holding on to his.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yep, Gabby definitely deserves that tip this game. You know, he's been quietly playing his game,
Yes.
trying his hardest.
Respect.
Trickster's rune of illusion.
When it's the game that matters the most, he's not typing anything.
Because he's not
Wasn't so vocal.
paying attention. You have to take your hand off of your mouse to type. I guess he could do it mid-charge. Wouldn't that be
Radiant
something?
are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For now, though, again, just expect a slow, patient game for a Blacklist rivalry. When they get into these positions, they don't like to throw them away. Not when they're one game away. End the night a bit early here, 9 p.m. Enjoy a nice Saturday. That's what they want to do. Start the boot camp, take a little bit of a break, get ready for more action here. Blinking away is Mac. Again, just great space cutting one more wave. Long road, well, medium row shot timer, 1 minute till he is back in the game.
Yeah, once again, being really disciplined about it. Not trying to do anything way too risky. Just trying to play towards the percentage.
Look at even Gabby canceling a charge.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose this game, man. You know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Where he finds here towards the mid lane. Really puck? Nope, it's just the mid wave. Wow. There's that 20 talent taking the greater bash chance here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid.
Arcane Rune. Alright.
Okay. Now Suma's gonna pick it up. This is cooldown now. 70 seconds on reincarnation. Almost reasonable. As Raven. Gonna work against Cox. It's gonna be now held down by the anchor. Does slow Gabby a bit, who does not want to go in to get ravaged. Ag Scepter now for Abed, so he's got more remnants to play with and increased mobility on them. And range, I think, actually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dual Scepter on this Tide Hunter, but they're just trying to buy these value items as they look now for a fight. Roshan has respawned. Blacklist Rivalry, they are split on the map. Might not be such a terrible time. Oh, if only they had detection. They do! The coil there to stop Gabby. Pops the BKB, immediately TPing out. Do they have the physical damage for him? They do not. Back into the fountain for him. One coil down. Pardon me. And the smoke gank ruined.
What can you do, you know? Casual SB charging across the map with bulldoze. You have nothing to
Radiant's
cancel,
bottom tower
remove
is under attack.
the bulldoze, then that's it. You know, he tried to Yule him, but he was BKB.
Yep. It's usually what happens when there's a Spirit Breaker in the game.
He just breaks your spirit.
It really does.
The longer you play this game, the longer you realize there's no way you can beat this hero.
Blacklist.
He's gonna have his axe now.
Again, look
Oh
how
my
patiently they're playing. They're just so calmly here. They see this wave being pushed by a bunch of heroes. They have a ward here.
Radiant are
Basically
scanning.
sees this entire fountain area. It's a really, well, it was a really good ward until the gem sussed it out. Gem now back on that. Natsumi, position here. 2 lives, ready to go. AC, Blink Dagger, BKB, it's going to have to be enough because in they go. What a charge immediately onto Jing. He's just dead immediately. He's got buyback. That's the first life already for Natsumi. There goes Carla with the Ag Scepter. Abed now chasing down for Natsumi. The cores, the supports are really just killing the cores here. Raven is just completely unleashed, is able to BKB and completely ignore the Ravage. Scam is going to die to Abed. Raven gets the kill onto Cox, and it's Tim's who is going to be the only one to die this fight. Mac desperate to do whatever to prolong this game. Jing buys back. No chance in this fight, though, Winter. Another win.
No chance.
A prize.
Even the supports are just long-range artillery right now. The Dark Widow and the Enchantress. And Wraith King just, like I said, you know, it's gonna be very hard for him to right-click anyone here. So I felt like he wasn't really urgent enough when he got the Blink and Radiance, you know. Like when he had that timing, he really needed to push the map, you know, and try to make plays, even though he might die. Now it's at the point where no matter what you do, you just feel like you're helpless. Not only there's a Spirit Breaker, there is a Naga in the game.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I don't think we even get to talk about the Naga so much.
No,
Or at all, you know.
he was just kind of the insurance policy here. Abed, you know, making good plays, coming out when needed to, not really overextending, no opportunities, no quarter given.
Yeah.
Even backing
Did
up.
well in his lane, just rotated around, made sure that Geek Fam had to, you know, constantly huddle together. I think after that, once the Spirit Breaker is allowed to just get his items one by one, the rest is history.
Simply, the mid lane of Barracks and the bot lane of Barracks stand between Blacklist Rivalry and the Megas. You're going to go back and look for the Roche now. I mean, look, you didn't use Kisses. Only the Ravage was utilized in that last fight, but you just don't have a lot of resources, not a lot of other ways to get here. Roshan will go down. With Roshan number 2. And for Geek Fam to contest it. Next fight will become only even harder with Raven now clutching the Aegis. Mac is not being charged, but is going to be able to maybe cut this one more wave. Let's see here, charge cooldown in 2 more seconds. Gabby's trying to find him, but really struggle here. Mac really sticking around to cut this one more wave as well. What a move. Well, line's being drawn to mid now. Gabby says it's a bait. Just focus the mid lane here, guys. Don't you worry. Thought he was going to jaunt in on that. At the end of the day, but really, it's all going to be coming from the mid lane here. Puck's not going to be able to get to this mid wave. It's being escorted right now by Carlo, who's not an easy kill.
It's gonna be a wave no matter what at top.
Yeah,
It's a mega creeps wave.
the super creeps.
Radiant.
Yeah, the super creeps. Sorry, super creeps.
Mac is able to cut this mid wave here, but like you say, the top wave is going to reinforce here.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's
is
not the
under
be-all,
attack.
end-all. Blacklist are just going to start up this slow siege, cutting waves back down bottom. Max is going to cut another wave mid, but he's losing his tier 3 tower. No Fortify available, and they won't get another Fortify. Ice Blast incoming, not going to be making the jump. Ice Blast did not connect to one of the Nagas. The Heart will heal her up still. Charge onto the back line. Jing immediately going, getting dove by Gabby, who's dying in the towers here. Jing's still alive. Abed needs a little bit more damage and will have the kill. Gabby's still alive as well. Look at Raven just pumping through them. They have at least a kill on a Gabby, but he's got the buyback and can be back in the fight. They might not even need him. Cox, he's going to go down, but Natsumi, he's onto Abed. Abed with another Spirit out is A-okay. And now it's going to be Mac in trouble. Abed leaping on in. Does not have any more remnants to play with, but doesn't have a lot to be afraid of either, as Raven is just unleashed in this base. The silence, Mac barely evading death here. Abed giving chase, another blink away from Mac, still alive, trying to get back into the fountain. Will be A-okay. Good little bit of fancy footwork from him, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to save the game, Winter. There's a buyback here for Natsumi. It's a buyback for Mac to get through Abed. Big Ice Blast coming in. Does not find Raven. I think he Manta dodged it. Natsumi jumping in all the same. That's going to be Cox going down now for the second time. The first dieback of this engagement. Raven is falling low, but he still has that Aegis. Abed has bought back as well. Mac is able to at least find a backliner here who has bought back. 3 buybacks now for Blacklist. But they still have this Aegis. They still have a 5v3 advantage, Winter. I don't see them backing away from this push. Not with these numbers.
Radiant's bottom
Time to end the night, you know? They don't wanna wait anymore. They wanna be crowned champions of the Rambulan.
That's right. That's the biggest prize here. We do have a little bit of lag. That is the biggest
You were
crown
doing very
here,
well.
isn't it?
I'm very
Not
proud of
only
you. You were doing very well. I'm
are
very
you
proud of you.
going to qualify to the main event, but most importantly, you are crowned champion here of the Rambulan, the best Filipino team in November, December here, representing C on the main stage.
Okay, last fight. Let's go, Natsumi. Wait for your ulti to be ready, and
The only C team, so the hopes of the region, you know, after this stream, everyone's going to be chatting for Blacklist. And then should they be on their last legs in a match, they're going to be then, you know, turncoat again. But that's how we do it in C, isn't it? Onto the tier 4 towers they go. They're without Cox. He's sidelined, left for 50 seconds.
Radiant's courier
Not much for him to do. Max Courier was killed. Had the Revenant's Brooch in there. That's a bit painful, at least the recipe. Carlo, he's going to be the target. Natsumi jumping in onto him with the kisses. They're looking to take him down, and he will die. Has a buyback, though. Now Natsumi is going to be targeted instead. Raven's quick to go onto him. The Skellies, all the illusions hitting the throne, though. Has Abed finding the Syrian chains onto Skem. The charge on through only gets Natsumi, who PKB'd on his first life, but it's over. Blacklist rivalry, they're hitting the throne. They will end the game. They won the Rambulan.
GG, easy.
GG, he says. The grats coming through from Geek fam. But it's all over here at Winter.
Okay, he deserved it, you know. He played a good game on the edge. After all